They say aging steals your strength slowly, but anyone over 70 knows the truth. It doesn't happen slowly at all. One day you feel steady on your feet, and the next day you notice your legs don't push the same, your arms feel lighter in strength, and the muscles that once carried you effortlessly now need a moment, just a moment, to respond. And yet, the world keeps telling seniors the same old advice: eat more eggs, get more protein, lift weights. But what if the answer to stronger muscles wasn't a modern supplement or a gym routine at all? What if it came from a forgotten ancient grain that has quietly built warriors, workers, and entire civilizations for thousands of years, long before protein shakes or multivitamins ever existed? The truth is, seniors over 70 face a unique challenge that most nutrition advice never fully addresses. You aren't just losing muscle because of aging, you're losing the body's ability to absorb and rebuild muscle efficiently. That's why so many foods that used to help you stay strong simply don't have the same effect anymore. But here's the surprising twist: there is one ancient grain, simple, powerful, and shockingly effective, that research now shows may support muscle preservation better than eggs. For many older adults, it works with your body's slower digestion, your changing metabolism, and your shifting nutritional needs. And once you understand how it works, you'll never look at your breakfast plate the same way again. Picture this: in regions where this grain has remained a daily staple, people in their late 70s and 80s can still walk long distances, carry loads, and maintain stable posture well into old age. They don't wake up with that hollow feeling in the muscles. They don't feel like their legs will suddenly give out. They have a level of strength and endurance that makes researchers stop and say, how are they doing this at that age? And when they look closer, the secret appears again and again in their diet. Not eggs, not meat, but a tiny golden kernel with a nutritional profile almost perfectly designed for aging bodies. Now, here's where things get interesting. Most people think muscle strength comes down to total protein, but after 70, the real issue is amino acid utilization, inflammation control, and maintaining stable insulin response, all things this ancient grain helps regulate naturally. Unlike eggs, which are harder to digest for some seniors and can sometimes increase cholesterol concerns, this grain delivers a steady energy release, supports muscle repair gently, and helps maintain lean body tissue without stressing the digestive system. That's why people who start adding it to their meals often say their legs feel more awake, their endurance lasts longer, and their body recovers more easily from daily movement or light exercise. But before revealing the grain itself, let's talk about what actually happens inside a senior's body. After 70, the body's muscle-building switch called muscle protein synthesis becomes stubborn. Think of it like a light bulb that used to turn on with a simple flick, but now needs a stronger signal. You eat protein, but the switch doesn't fully respond. So your muscles don't rebuild the way they used to. This is where the ancient grain becomes a game changer. It contains a powerful combination of plant proteins, essential amino acids, and minerals that act like a multi-tool for senior muscle health. Instead of just giving protein, it enhances the body's ability to use that protein effectively. And here is the part most people never expect. Seniors who eat this grain regularly also experience improved balance, reduced fatigue, and better glucose stability. Why does that matter for muscle strength? Because unsteady blood sugar triggers inflammation that directly weakens muscles. Stable blood sugar, on the other hand, helps muscles contract better, respond faster, and hold strength throughout the day. Eggs provide protein, yes, but this grain supports the entire system that keeps muscles working well. Imagine starting your morning with a warm, nourishing bowl of something that's been feeding kings, farmers, monks, warriors, and elders for more than 1,000 years. Something that doesn't spike your energy and crash you later, doesn't weigh down your digestion, and doesn't leave you feeling heavy or bloated. Instead, it fuels your muscles steadily, clears your mind, and supports your joints. That's why the elders who rely on it remain strong long after others begin to slow down. Now let's zoom out for a moment. Why has this grain stayed hidden from mainstream senior nutrition? Partly because modern food culture focuses on fast protein sources: eggs, chicken, shakes, powders. They're easy to market. But this grain is ancient, humble, and grown in regions where long life is common. And when researchers began studying why those elders remained strong and mobile, the same ingredient kept showing up in their meals. Still wondering what this grain actually is? Before revealing it, let's look at what sets it apart scientifically. First, it has a unique amino acid called methionine, which seniors often lack. Methionine supports muscle repair and prevents the breakdown of existing muscle tissue. Second, it contains complex carbohydrates that digest slowly, giving your muscles a long-lasting energy supply without overstimulating the pancreas. Third, it's rich in key minerals iron, magnesium, and phosphorus that directly support muscle contraction and recovery. Eggs give you protein. This grain gives you a complete muscle support package. And there's one more amazing benefit. Many seniors report that after switching to this grain for breakfast, they don't feel that mid-morning weakness. Their legs feel firmer during walking. Their grip strength improves subtly but noticeably. And their daily stamina feels smoother and more consistent. This isn't magic. It is simply a food that works with the reality of an aging body instead of fighting against it. So let's finally uncover it. The ancient grain that builds stronger muscles after 70, often outperforming eggs for senior muscle support, is millet. Not wheat, not oats, not quinoa. Millet, a grain so old that it appears in the earliest farming records of China, Africa, and India. A grain once used by warriors preparing for long journeys. A grain praised in modern research for supporting senior muscle retention. And a grain that has been quietly providing strength to elders who continue to farm, walk, and remain active late into life. But knowing the name isn't enough. To truly benefit, you must understand why millet works so well specifically for seniors and how to use it correctly to unlock its full muscle-building potential. That's where we're headed next. Millet's real strength begins with how it treats your body after 70. And like eggs, which hit your system with a dense burst of protein that your aging muscles may not fully absorb, millet releases its nutrients slowly and steadily. That slow release is exactly what aging muscles crave. It gives your cells time to actually use the amino acids instead of wasting them. And this matters because after 70, your body becomes more selective, almost stubborn about which nutrients it accepts for muscle repair. Millet meets your body where it is. It doesn't overwhelm it. It supports it gently, consistently, and effectively. Another powerful advantage is that millet contains leucine, the amino acid responsible for flipping on your muscle-building switch. Seniors often need more leucine than younger adults, but most high-leucine foods are heavy on the stomach or high in cholesterol. Millet offers a clean, senior-friendly alternative. It nudges the muscle-building switch without stressing your digestion or raising health concerns. That's why seniors who replace their usual breakfast with millet porridge often feel more balanced throughout the day, not just physically, but mentally as well. Think of your muscles as small engines. After 70, those engines run cooler, slower, and need a different type of fuel. Eggs give a quick spark. Millet gives lasting firepower. That's the difference in how your body feels by late afternoon. That steady energy from millet helps prevent wobbly legs, sudden fatigue, or that feeling of weakness when standing up after sitting for too long. It's not just food, it's structural support. And here's something even more remarkable. Millet naturally reduces inflammation, one of the main reasons seniors lose muscle at a faster rate. When inflammation rises, muscles break down faster than they can rebuild. By calming inflammation, millet protects your existing strength while helping you regain what you've lost. In simple terms, it slows the decline and supports the climb. So, imagine this tomorrow morning instead of eggs. You start your day with a warm bowl of millet cooked with cinnamon or berries. You take a few bites, and within a week, you notice your legs feel a little steadier. Your grip when opening jars feels firmer. Your walk feels easier. And you realize this isn't just an ancient grain. It's a modern advantage for anyone who wants to stay strong, independent, and confident after 70.